come over here. I'm not a threat. Yada yada, nice try. Nope. Not today. Good afternoon, Pokésports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Regulation E video. Bring you guessed it, probably not, an Ariados team. Ariados, the bug and poison type Pokemon that no one ever remembers but was in Generation 2, has a little bit of fun gimmicks this time around. We have things like Rage Powder, Foul Play, Toxic, and Shadow Snake. Now, Ariados wasn't a Pokemon for a very long time. It probably still isn't a Pokemon, but something that we can do in today's video is go for the Ariados Ting-Lu lead, hit it with the Shadow Sneak, terastallize the Ting-Lu, have our weakness policy proc, and then just take over the game with a bunch of very tanky, healy Trick Roomy mons, like the Cresselia with Ally Switch with Lunar Blessing and Trick Room, or even the Sinistcha with Machigastcha, Strength Sap, Rage Powder, and Trick Room, and also Hospitality just to get your HP back up to where it needs to be. Of course, this is kind of messed up by having a lot of Intimidate users spamming you back down, so the Milotic is also here to, deter them a little bit. Also, we have our own Intimidate user to get us to that point as well. Also, it's nice having a secondary ground type that's a lot faster than the Ting-Lu. Worst case scenario, you're not able to get the Trick Room up. You still have the Landorus that you can rely on at the back for the very fast KOs, and also Landorus is very decent into all Ogerpon forms. Anyway, if you guys are excited to see Ariados here on the channel, hit the like button down below, subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. Also, thank you so much, Aquamoth on Discord, for posting this team there. It looks like an incredible time. So I can't wait to see what Ariados has to offer. And if you guys are excited, get ready for today's video. Cavi with the Kingambit. Kingambit, Hearthflame, Ogerpon. Okay. I mean, they just want to go fast and hit hard at this point, right? Everything here is hyper offensive. Everything here is scary. I gotta prepare for it. I gotta be careful with the Landorus. Although Landorus does help me out a lot with all their physical attackers, they also do have a Kingambit there. And I also have Milotic to deal with their Landorus. So I guess you can kind of go either way with this. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad option here. I think I'm going to start off with Ariados and Ting-Lu here. And I'm going to play into the tankiness of this team, and I might even try to set Trick Room up in the late game. I mean, Lunar Blessing would also be very nice for the late game too. Even Ally Switch, that could really set me ahead. Okay, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the thought process here. It's called getting Ting-Lu set up and then winning. So once we get the Ting-Lu set up, hopefully all of our healing and all of our redirection, all of our ally switching and speed control changing with the Trick Room will be enough to have the Ting-Lu just kind of sweep the game from there. Not to mention, Ting-Lu also just helps those tankier Pokemon be tankier in the face of special attackers. Alright, they're gonna lead Ogerpon and Kingambit. This is low-key great for me. In a very, very decent position as we lead with the Ariados and the Ting-Lu. Alright. Right away, I think it's proc weakness policy, go burr. Is that the plan, Kev? That's the plan. Let's do it. Not wasting time. Going straight for the strat. Turn 1. I'm sure they won't see it coming. They do have potential redirection. Hopefully it won't be what they do, because there's just no reason to redirect anything right now. Alright, Ghost Tera, Ting-Lu. Shadow Sneak. Good luck. Ground weaknesses on the other side of the field. No terastallization on their side of the field either, which is really, really good info to have. Alright, let's go for a straight Ivy Cudgel on my poor little Ariados. Okay. Too late. It did its job. Its job is done. Swords Dance? Time to make him regret that. Time to make him regret that. Big EQ +2 from Ting-Lu by Kingambit, and Ogerpon's going down to nearly 1 HP. Huge. That's a big KO for us because now we can bring in the Crest and set up the Trick Room and play that game. Yeah, I like this. This is fun. This is a Kevin thing. Kevin's having an absolute blast right now. All right, let's bring the Crest. Let's set the Trick Room if we can. And I think we just keep clicking EQ. I could protect. In fact, I will protect, actually. I think there's no way they knock my Crest out here with the Ting-Lu on the field. And I think they're also going to have to focus some attack here on the Ting-Lu. No, they go all in on the Crest. That's unfortunate. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt, but Citrus should hopefully save me. Oh, okay. They predicted the protect, but we're Crest. Cool. I think I still made the right play there. It was still the most optimal of what I could do. Just in case one of their attacks went stray into Ting-Lu, I don't want to take that unnecessary damage. I can now go for the Lunar Blessing, go for the EQ. I have Levitate on my side of the field. I don't know. They're going to have a bad time. This is how to beat a Hyper Offense, folks. You just set Trick Room, and you crack a weakness policy with the Spider, and then suddenly all your problems go away. Alright, URSHIFU coming out now, okay. It's a Watersh, and they go for the Spiky Shield. Should be okay. So we just get free health back, and then damage on the Ursh. I don't think I'm ever going to complain about that. Great damage on the Ursh. Wow. Fall by the Lunar Blessing. Which really only helps the Crest here, but any little bit of HP counts. I think I'm just going to do it again. And click EQ. I don't have to click any other move right now. I have to click 2 buttons in this game. Just EQ and protect. Battle. Okay. I have a feeling this is how most of these battles are going to go. I have a good feeling that's how most of these are going to go. Anyway, GG's, Cavi. On to the next. Okay, that's a lot of ground weaknesses on their team. Hey, listen. If it ain't broke, we don't fix. The only thing I'm a little concerned with is that this is a Hypnosis team. Because Sableye gets Prankster Gravity now. And a Spathra is a Spathra. Wait, I have Rage Powder Insomnia, don't I? Hold on, Ariados was meant for this. Okay. Not bad, not shabby. I think I'm just gonna lead Ariados and Ting. We'll see what they decide to do with what they decide to do. I'll bring my Machigacha in the back. Last but not least, the Landorus. Getting out Trick Room might be beneficial for me, but at the same time, it's not the most beneficial. Although Landorus at the same time isn't that great if I'm not going to be the terrestrialization on it. That's a lie. It's a secondary ground earthquake user. On the off chance I lose my Ting-Lu really early. We're leaving Crest behind here. We'll see how I feel about it. And also, Landorus is a great swap-in for the Ting-Lu. Because the EQs don't affect it. Something floating. Alright, leggings. Alright, that's exactly what they're doing turn 1. Got it. So, we could just not care about any of that at all. Go for a Rage Powder. And just fire off a Lash Out. Oh, actually, Ghost Tera Blast here would do more damage, right? Yeah, let's do it. Ghost Tera Blast. Lash Out would be fine, but I think Lash Out would just do more damage if I was intimidated. And also, this will just kind of help me set up for the next turn if I want to go down that route. After they realize I could just Rage Powder into an Insomnia, they're going to be a little bit sad. come over here. Look at me, I'm an Ariados. I'm not a threat. All right, they're gonna go for the gravity. Here comes the hypnosis. Yada yada, nice try. Nope, not today. Tera Blast, baby. We came prepared. Ariados is the hard counter to hypnosis. Nope. Not at all. All right, what's your next plan? Okay, just bringing out the bear. I see you. Tell you what, I'll go for the Shadow Sneak now. Should I, though? I might get burnt. Maybe I hold it. Maybe I just Rage Powder for now. Yeah, I'll save Shadow Sneak for later. I'm just so worried about a Will-O-Wisp. I gotta keep this Ting-Lu as safe as possible. Okay, I just got Encored. Okay, I guess that's fine. That's a lot better than me getting Encored on my Ting-Lu. Alright, Hyper Voice is thankfully not doing any damage here. And Earthquake definitely is. What is that? E button. Alright, so they were waiting for me to hit them. Alright, what's left? We'll get to see all of the Pokemon that they brought to the game. They have a Sableye sitting in the back and an Ogerpon. Alright. Ogerpon's a little scary. I'm gonna Rage Powder this. Alright, technically Tera Blast is my highest damage output against the Ogerpon. I think I have to get some damage off on this Ogerpon. It's gonna be nice to Rage Powder. Actually, I won't Rage Powder the Ogerpon. But I'm also forced to do this. I don't really have another option. Hyper Voice is gonna keep hurting. Ariados is gonna go down. But honestly, I think Ariados did its job so far. I just gotta chip down this Ogerpon. That's nice. That's a nice amount of chip. Oh, I could Strength Sap it too. I got options here. Actually, if I go into Sinistcha, I can just set Trick Room. We already know that their bear outspeeds my Ting. So this is a fairly decent opportunity for me to just set Trick Room and click Protect. See if this works out. It should. There's no reason it shouldn't. That next turn I should be able to also go for a Strength Sap onto this Ogerpon. Get all of my health back. Alright, they're gonna Horn Leech into my Ting spot. Not gonna happen. Try to get some of their health back, followed by Hyper Voice. One singular Hyper Voice shouldn't knock me out, especially from this bear. This bear looks a little bit tankier. Yeah, I don't know. Granted, I am Ting-Lu, so maybe I'm just forgetting how much Ting-Lu does help against special attackers. Okay, now I Strength Sap. I think I Tera Blast again. They actually withdraw, alright. So the Tera Blast is gonna happen onto the Sableye. That's not the worst thing ever. I wonder why they're withdrawing. This might just be a sacking turn. But this should result in a free KO. Which will then mean that the Sap Sipper will go onto the Moon Bear, which I think is a little better than a Sableye. Granted, the attack drop doesn't matter at all, but hey, I get all my health back. I'll take that. Go right on back up to full. They go for Hyper Voice again. This bear is not threatening me. And then gravity returns to normal. Not that it matters. I could have actually like made use of like 100% accurate Matcha Gachas, but oh well. I can only assume that now they're gonna click Protect, so I'm just gonna click Matcha Gacha. And I guess I'm lashing out on this bear. Yeah, there's their protect. That's a-okay. Here's a Lash Out. Decent damage, but it's not gonna make the big difference. Matcha Gotcha. Hopefully connects. Nice. Beautiful. Ariados Gaming, dude. The Never Die Sinistra. They're gonna hit me with the Earth Power. Still living. The fact that I'm still living is almost hilarious. Alright, we Matcha Gotcha again. We Tera Blast. That should be game. Holy, man. This team. Aquamoth. I didn't expect to have this good of a time with it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Battle is another one. Another one dropping before the game actually ends. That's just the fear that Ariados instills into people's souls. GG. Sinistra and Galarian Moltres. I always have a problem into this setup, especially when you mix it with a Grimmsnarl on top of it all. So this is going to be rough no matter how we do it. Especially if my game plan is going to be, hey, make my Ting-Lu weak to Moltres. But I don't know if I have another option, just simply because Ting-Lu is all the damage I have on this team. Quite literally. I'll bring Landorus and Sinistra in the back. I don't really need... Actually, I could use a Milotic. Wait, hold on. They might throw and give me an Intimidate right away. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna actually bring our Ting-Lu in the back. The Ting-Lu late game is gonna be the goal here. This could get scary if they lead Iron Hands, but it's gonna feel really, really good if they lead Arcanine. And typically with teams like this, I see Arcanine and Grimmsnarl as the lead. Because you get the Intimidate, you get the damage reduction from the screens right away. It really does nerf physical attackers really quickly. Alright, they went Moltres and Grimmsnarl, fair. It's a little scary for Sinistra. Tell you what, I'm gonna flip turn on the Sinistra, and I'm gonna hard swap the Ting-Lu. I don't actually need to terrastalize my Ting-Lu here. I don't actually want to, because this will allow me to still be resistant to this Moltres in the late game. And also this damage reduces the Moltres entirely here. This Nasty Plot is kind of terrifying though, I'm not gonna lie. But granted, I'm technically Nasty Plotted myself now. What's the game plan though? Is it going to Ariados? I don't think so. It might be go back into Sinistra. I do have Fairy Tera. Okay, that's very convenient actually. Yeah, it's Fairy Tera Trick Room. This is gonna be hard. It's Fairy Tera, let's Trick Room. Because I can't technically hit this Moltres unless this Moltres terrastalizes. I'm gonna EQ just in case it does. Maybe not, because then I'm gonna chip some damage onto Sinistra. Sinistra shouldn't take any damage this turn though. Oh, such an awkward situation. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go for the EQ. Alright, it looks like they're not terrastalizing though. Unless their Moltres is slower than my Sinistra. I was hoping they would, because honestly that'd be really nice for me. Yep, they're just gonna set dual screens. I get a free EQ off on their Grim, but... Oh, and they're greeting hard. Alright. This is really scary, not gonna lie. I will get a Trick Room up for what it's worth. I wonder what I could do against Moltres, in all honesty. Let me Strength Sap against the... Grim. And I'll also just try to whittle down the Grim. I don't know when or how I'm hitting this Moltres. I needed to Terrastalize. That's my next issue. I'll actually swap out the Grim. Whatever's coming in is going to get Strength Sapped. And Lash Outed. Oh, perfect. Works for me. +2 Lash Out. Great damage there. Oh, they have Rocky Helmet. Fair. My Strength Sap is going to be a lot less now. That's the next problem. And they finally do go for the Fiery Wrath. We're able to eat those. Okay, I think I Strength Sap the Moltres. And then just finish off the Sinistra. They double swap it, alright. Interesting. They're just trying to get Hospitality over and over. Another one that I don't mind lashing out, though. This is still neutral. I'm doing damage to the rest of the team. So that's fine by me. Again, granted, this Moltres is still +4 and scary. But we resist it. They switch over to Air Slash. Yikes. Youch. That's damage. Okay, I think, yeah, I Strength Sap again. Actually, they might just protect now. So I should Strength Sap the Moltres again. And then go for the Lash Out onto Moltres. Yeah, they're just going to protect that spot. Fair. Such an awkward situation, man. Because this Moltres is actually a threat. I just don't know how I'm going to deal with it yet. And this is what we're doing for now. I hate Moltres teams, dude. They're so annoying. Alright, Air Slash again. Just knocks my Sinistra out. Fair enough. What are the options that I have here? Could try to poison it. Yeah. I think getting a Toxic off would be really good against them. Bring in the Ariados, it's here. I'm gonna Toxic an EQ, I think. It's more damage onto the Annihilate. And I'm still in Trick Room for one more turn. And my Ariados going down wouldn't be horrible. It doesn't feel like a good game, though. It still feels very rough. I don't feel confident in this game. The more I'm playing it out, the more difficult it is to just kind of try to get myself back into a winning position. Alright, something's swapping. It's gonna be the Grim. Okay, so Grim has to take the EQ now. Moltres is actually gonna protect. Wow. They saw the Toxic coming, I guess. So I'm gonna EQ myself for no reason, unfortunately. But hey, I get damage on Grim. Ooh, okay. It's actually nice that the Grim still lived. Oh, but I nearly died. I could Shadow Sneak Grim now, though. Now Lash Out the Moltres again. Man, I don't know. This game feels so bad. They swap it out, wow. They keep it alive. Sinistra, okay. Don't love the Hospitality. Too bad that does no damage. Wow. Ariados gonna be going down. Ariados ain't doing anything this game, I'll be real. Man, how do I crack a Moltres? Single targeted Fiery Wrath is rough. Lash Out does connect though, but still, I'm not doing damage. All right, hold up. Milotic saved me. I don't know how, but saved me. I'm gonna Ice Beam Sinistra. And just click Protect for a turn, because I'm so scared. They withdraw Sinistra. This is so annoying. Back into Annihilate. They're not Terrasillized because they know I can't hit them. If I could hit them, I would have hit them 7 turns ago. But I can't. Ouch! If only I Ice Beamed the other one. Also, what the heck? I did no damage there. That screen is putting in some serious work. Oh, the screen plus my Ting. Oh, goodness, this is rough. I don't know, man. This might just be GG. There's quite literally nothing I could do. They're finally going to Terrasilize just to rub it in my face. Yeah. Just to rub it in my face like, hey, look, you should have EQ'd me. Man, GG's. My opponent played this team very good. I think, honestly, this is one of the best teams in the format, and it's super underrepresented. There is not much that I'm able to do against this Moltres. Now, if they would have poisoned Tera a year ago, it would have been nice. It would have been over. But, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, Ice Beam! Woo! Nothing. Alright, GG's opponent. I'm done. GG's. I'm gonna try to go ahead and end off on a win though. This loss is a little rough for us. But there's just nothing we can do. We couldn't even break through one Pokemon on their team, which is crazy. So we had 2 very commanding victories there, here in the beginning of the video. With the second we got into this battle, it was just a downward slope. On to the next. Regidrago and Regieleki. Double Reggie team coming from my opponent. Also an URSHIFU Fluttermane, Tornadus, and Farigiraf. Okay. Interesting mons, interesting mons. Nothing that, you know, Ariados and Ting-Lu can't handle, though. In fact, I handled both of those fairly nicely. They don't have Intimidate on their side of the field either. Yeah, it's Matcha Gotcha and Crest in the back here. It's gonna be the Ting-Lu party. I'm not seeing any Moltres, so that might mean we're fine. Is also what this means. I'm gonna try to hold my Ghost Tera for as long as possible, just because I don't really need it. Granted, I would need it to proc weakness policy, but against the Fluttermane, I might not want it. Or maybe I just might want to wait until I fight the Fluttermane. We have that option too. I do know if I see the Torn, I have to attack the Torn, because the Torn can stop me from saying Trick Room, which could be an issue for us. Nevertheless, though, feels like it's going to be a good battle. Just seeing what my opponent's team is, I think I have the tools necessary to defeat it. Regieleki and Fluttermane, you could not go faster. Yikes. Alright, though. Listen, Tera Blast, Shadow Sneak, Brr. That's all I'm gonna do is Tera Blast, Shadow Sneak, Brr. I'm up against... Oh, they're gonna explode. Oh, even more reason to go for Ghost Tera. Go ahead, explode. I just realized, it just clicked in my brain. Oh, this is a Regieleki next to a Ghost type. They're probably gonna blow up. Even better. That'd be great. Ariados would go down. I would get my Trick Room setter in. And I would set Trick Room. That, like, all would go according to plan. And this might even result in a double KO. Alright, they're going to Terrasilize something. Who's it going to be? What's it going to be? It's going to be the Aleki. I wonder what Tera it's going to be. Oh my goodness, is that a diamond? Shine bright, baby. Maybe next time. Because I got one of them too. Except mine is spooky. It's in the season. The spook season. Big ghosty on my tub. My big bowl. Shadow sneak. Bop. Hee 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 hee. Good luck. Alright, time to see Regieleki explode. There it is. Listen, that's their Terragon. That's my Ariados off the field. Fine by me. Thank you. Works. That's a pretty decent trade. An Ariados for a Regieleki. Good job, Ariados. Trooper over here. And then they just go for the Deagleam. Gonna hurt, but not gonna do too much damage. I promise this will do a lot more damage. Big Ghost Tera Blast on the Flutter. Lives with Sash. Alrighty. Got a crit there, too. Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna go into Sinistra. This seems fairly safe. I go into Sinistra, get some health back, even Rage Powder, and just go for EQ again, or I could try to set Trick Room. I don't think they're gonna let me set Trick Room. But I could attempt. Alright, yeah, I think Rage Powder is the way. This might just be a Rage Powder EQ turn. Which, you know, hey, nothing wrong with that. Works just fine here. This is why Sinistra has Rage Powder. You don't need Trick Room all the time. It would be nice here, but again, I have another setter in the back. I'd much rather send all the water attacks into my Sinistra. And then there's just nothing that Ursh can do to Sinistra, period. Big reason why Sinistra's as good as Sinistra is. Alright, Shadow Ball. Gonna hurt, but not gonna knock me out. Gonna lower my special D, though. Oh, are they safety goggles? Okay, interesting. The more you know. That's fine. As long as the Shadow Ball went into the Sinistra. EQ now. Big EQ onto the Ursh. Gonna knock it down to the yellow. Crits my own Sinistra, knocks out my Sinistra. That's not great. Oh well. I can't protect against this Ursh, which is like a big issue. Because I think one more Surging Strikes combination might knock me. It's Torn, okay. So Torn can taunt me, that's the issue. I think I'm gonna EQ. An ally switch to kind of throw them off a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna ally switch to throw them off. I won't be able to set Trick Room because of the Tornadus taunt. So my goal here has to be to knock out the Ursh and try to throw the Surging Strikes into the crest spot. Okay, they clicked Rain Dance. Oh, that means they might be going for crest, though. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. Nice. Ally switch. It worked. Heck yeah. Oh, they're going to be so disappointed. Ally switch. Making or breaking this game, folks. Have fun with that. EQ now. Into the Urshy spot. Should be more than enough to knock out the Ursh. And this is why you don't always have to go for Trick Room. Issue is, I'm going to have to switch my moves up. It's not that serious. We got to switch our moves up to hit this Tornadus now. And Tornadus can still fire off some Bleak Winds and make us sad. I think I'm going to attempt the Trick Room just in case. And then just go for the Tera Blast. Alright, yeah, they're just gonna Bleak Wind. It's not gonna do any damage to us, though. And they're actually gonna lower the Cresselia speed. This is convenient because it means I'll be able to Lunar Blessing first next turn if the Tornado somehow lives this hit. It is gonna live it. Okay, cool. We're just gonna lock in this victory then. Since the Crest got the lower speed, all we gotta do is Lunar Blessing and Tera Blast again. Granted, they could taunt, but then they just lose. Thank you for the HP. Oh, this team is so annoying. It works when it works, right? The thing that I'm finding with this team playing it, and like through the 4 games that I had today with it, if your opponent is running hyper offense, you just kind of roll them over. But if your opponent is running a tankier team, you gotta play the game, and you gotta play it very intelligently, or else they're gonna outstall you, and they're gonna, you know, mess you up instead. Other than that, man, Aquamoth, this is a fun team, and it's a very creative way of using Ariados too. Especially with like the Rage Powder Insomnias. Like I didn't even consider any of that when I was looking at the new DLC Pokemon, that Ariados even got Rage Powder for any reason. So it's kind of cool seeing it in action. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button down below, subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. And thank you so much, Aquamoth, on Discord for posting this rental code there. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it. Let me know how you do down below in the comments. Anyway, I'm KINGAMBIT Pokésports. Peace out. Bye-bye.